Warning. Shor-Line advanced tutorials are intended to guide professionals. Improper execution of these instructions may damage your equipment and void your Shor-Line warranty. Please take all necessary safety precautions. Make sure all animals are safely separated from the work area. Consult your manual throughout the repair or modification process. And at any time, if you have questions, please call our number, 1-800-444-1579.
I'm Bill Drzinski. I'm here today with Dr. Danae Wagner, and we're going to go over some cat portal installation techniques, tricks, what we need. Dr. Danae, why would anyone, Dr. Wagner, Dr. Danae Wagner,
Yeah,
why would anyone want to cut a hole in a Shor-Line cage?
that is an excellent question. Cutting holes in cages to actually improve the housing situation for the cats. There's three things that we really want to do with this. There are three things that this installation will do. It'll improve health and well-being for the individual cat. It'll improve health and well-being for the population of animals, and then it helps with daily care for staff in safety and efficiency. So.
Sweet. All right. Well, it looks like we're going to need some tools. So what are we going to need to get this job done?
Yeah, we need a few tools. To start off with, we need the template and a magic marker to mark where we're going to cut it. We need the portal itself. We need something to cut the hole in the cage, so we need a drill, and we need the nibbler and some lubricant to cut the steel. And then when we do that, we need some safety items. We need gloves, eye protection, and ear protection. We need a screwdriver. Basically, is all that's needed really to install the portal. So.
Sweet. All right, sounds like we're ready to get down. So let's get this thing cut in here.
Sounds good. Okay, I'm going to go over the hardware for the portal. This is all stainless steel. And there's two type of screws in here, or there's a set of screws. That's to put the portal together. Those will go in the center hole of the portal. There is a bolt. So I have one assembled bolt here. And that's the bolt, the stainless steel washer, and the nylon sleeve. And that is assembled here. Here's the bolt, the stainless steel washer, and the nylon sleeve. There's a locking pin here, and then there's a lanyard piece that goes with the locking pin. Okay, I just want to show you the portal assembly. There's four pieces to the portal. There's the inner piece. This slides into the outer piece. So inner piece with the holes on it, and the outer piece, which doesn't have any holes on it. We've got the spacer, and we have the door with the stainless steel hardware. I'm going to put this together here just to show you where all the parts go. So the spacer will go in between the cage walls, in the cage gap, in between the two walls. And then we'll have the outer piece and the inner piece. And you'll notice there's just a very small divot right here on the top of the portal, and it's on both sides. There's also an arrow on the back side, so that will be the up orientation on the portal. So those slide together like that. And then there are a set of 3 holes. The lower hole is for the door and the door stop. The middle hole is for the screw that holds the portal together side to side. And then the upper hole is a locking pin hole. And you'll notice they mirror each other, so the portal can be installed in the right side of the cage or the left side of the cage, depending on where you want the door to go. The door assembly will be attached to the bottom. The paw print should be up when it's open, and then when it's closed, it'll be down. But it doesn't matter which side that the door mirrors as well, so the door can go. The door mirrors as well, so the door can go on either the left or the right side. And I'm just gonna assemble this. So we have our hardware assembly. I should have done this the opposite way, but.
It'll fine thread it through screws.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. The one thing with the door, what we'd like to do is tighten the door enough so that it will stay in the position that you place it in. So when it's, and we'll show this later too, but it'll stay in the position where you leave it. So just want that tight enough, not too tight. The door catch goes over in the opposite hole.
There is a metal threaded insert in here as well, so you can tighten this down as much as you want without stripping that out.
Yeah, and ideally especially on this side, on the doorstop side, is that you just meet the portal wall. It doesn't have to be tight. If you tighten it down too much,
It'll squish
it'll squish that nylon sleeve, and it won't
right.
function the way it's supposed to. So when the portal is open, and then that door catches it when it's closed. The first thing that I need to do is put these out again. Sorry if I did that backwards. I did it backwards.
I don't have a chuck for it.
Ah.
Oh no, you got a screwdriver right here.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
So we're going to use a template to place the portal in the cages. It's got two rolled sides. We're going to back up this to the back side and this to the floor. And the distance is the same here as here, so when we use it on this side of the cage and that side of the cage, they'll be the same. It'll place the portal hole at the same spot. We'll use a Sharpie to trace this. We have our template hole marked. We're gonna make the hole at about 3/4 of an inch in. Switch out the bit.
You gotta go. Yeah. this one here.
That was gonna be hot.
It's okay. I got this.
I don't wanna get all,
Yeah.
I don't wanna give you a big blister.
Trust me, we're good. I got you.
Okay. Just gotta, I gotta make sure you're safe. And I wanna use some lube on that. And this one. Can I use that other, that 7/8
You
one?
can, but look, you gotta go bigger. You gotta go all the way in.
I'll be alright.
What's that?
I think it'll fit. Just
It won't straight out of the gates with this one. You gotta go all the way in. If you do this one. You're fine now. You're fine now because you just tried it and it went, but you didn't go all the way in with this
I
one.
did not.
Yeah. But I got past that. You bet. Got you. Hot potato, hot potato. Who is that? Is that him?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That was not excellent. Don't touch that.
I got, look. What you looking for? Nibbler?
Nibbler, but we're gonna have to get that on the next side.
Okay.
Well, one thing that you gotta remember today is it's never gonna be beautiful. Now, the people that are doing this, they're not gonna be professionals. They're not gonna understand drill bits and what it's gonna do, so it's good that it's like that. I think. Yeah, when she gets ready, you cover her with the other side. Is that pretty hard? Yeah, go all the way in that one, Danae, and I think it'll be okay.
These things, I gotta get a little bit of.
Slot. Yeah. Try this one.
Well, it's just not. It's just not good.
Try this one.
But it's, I think I'm past that. A little bit.
Do you need that bigger one
Yeah.
for the head to go through?
Yeah, the head doesn't fit through on this.
Okay, well, keep going on that one, just spray a little lube on it.
Well, I'll make it a little bit bigger. It'll move it up that.
Slow that one down tonight, go to the small ones, I like to go high speed, the big ones, I'll turn them down. Sorry about that.
That's alright.
I had to drill it at 100 mile an hour. Gotcha. Nibbler?
Because the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe out I just want to gather up all these metal chips.
There you go.
They're sharp. Perfect. So we're going to install the spacer. And we'll fold that in a little bit. Inside there. We're going to put the door on the right side, so I'm going to use the portal half that doesn't have any holes on this left side. I'll just hold the spacer up in place. I want to orient the portal upright. There's a divot and an arrow there that's going to go up. It's going to slide inside that spacer. Grab my other half, find up, which is the divot and the arrow, slide that in, that, okay, that part's done. Now I will use the coarse threaded screws, just hold that together. That up because we're going to want to orient this in here perpendicular to the floor. Just so it's snug, but I can still move it a little bit because we can see that we have an area here we want to cover yet. So we're going to want to move that. And I want it oriented perpendicular to the floor. And I'll use the template to do that. And just lay this on the floor and bring it across. I use the middle holes, and I want those lined up side to side. And then I want to make sure that any cut areas are covered. That looks pretty good. I'm going to check the back side to make sure any cut areas are covered. And that looks good. And then I'll tighten it up a little bit more so it'll keep it in place. These can be relatively tight, but it doesn't need to be over tightened. Then we'll attach the door. And we've got the bolt assemblies. The lanyard will go on the doorstop, and just the simple bolt assembly will be the hinge point. Again, we want the door to be, the paw to show up when it's open, so we'll place this as such. This will go in the lower hole of the portal. So I'm going to start it with the hand drill. If you're doing a whole bunch of these, you'll want to come back. You can come back and use the power drill just to move this in. Put it on slow. So you just want to snug it. I don't want to over tighten it, but I want to make it, actually this is pretty good. I'm going to tighten it just a little bit more so the door will stay in place. Just a little bit so it stays in place as we're moving it. So that looks good. Then we have the bolt assembly with the lanyard. We'll use that on this other side. I'm just going to bring that nylon sleeve up to the base of the washer. Start it in with the hand, by hand. This one just needs to be snug, not too tight. I'm going to position that lanyard where I want it, which is out of the way. Snug. The door closes. Locking pin when that's needed.
That's that.
That is that. Okay.
Perfect. Dr. Wagner, we appreciate it and thank you for coming out to Shor-Line today and showing us what to do on this. The screws, we got to make sure that we keep the screws in the same spot, in the right spot.
Yep.
Is there anything else that the people really need to watch out for when they're doing this?
That's a great question. I think one of the things I want to do initially, especially if you're doing some older cage banks, is make sure that the cages are lined up side to side as much as you can. Sometimes we'll get some cages that are kind of out of alignment, and aligning them before cutting the holes makes it a lot easier. Assembly of the hardware, again, just make sure that the assembly of the hardware and the use in the proper hole of the portal is important, but other than that, it should go pretty smoothly.
All right. Well, the video should tell the tale. So if you guys have any other questions, please don't hesitate to call Shor-Line, 1-800-444-1579. Give us a call and we'll help you out the best we can.
We hope you've enjoyed this advanced instruction. Shor-Line is committed to making progressive, research-driven, and animal-friendly advancements dedicated to improving your practice and the comfort and care of your patients. If, moving forward, you have any questions, please give us a call at 1-800-444-1579.